Hey, my lovely Serene Dream here, back with another filmy and general energy reading. And if you're new to my channel, this reading can apply whenever you find it. It is timeless. It can resonate with you for the day, the week, the month, or even the year. But do keep in mind this reading will not resonate with everyone. So only take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse the messages if that's how it fits your situation. If you like to check out your monthly zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year or your love forecast for the rest of the year, you can go ahead and check out the Vimeo links below to view those. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, link to that information can be found below as well. And follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for daily guidance. And let's go ahead and get into your messages at this time. And as soon as I started recording, I started like having this I started struggling to breathe. I wasn't having that before, and I was hearing the song. I don't even know who sings it, but that song, "Take My Breath Away." I'm hearing, yeah, who sings it? I don't know, but yeah, I'm hearing the song "Take My Breath Away," and I was like struggling to breathe as soon as I started to record this reading. So I feel like something is happening that is I'm hearing that leaves you flabbergasted, speechless, even, but definitely something that really literally could take your breath away. Like you're that surprised by it. It's like a good feeling though. I'm not getting any negative energy associated with this, but let's tune into the messages more. I get Now I'm getting whirlwind. I feel like whatever is going about to happen to you or for you, um I definitely get that this is an action. This is definitely something you're going to be involved in, some sort of action that's going to be a whirlwind. And I feel like things are going to start to happen so fast, like you're not going to have a moment to catch your breath. That also applies to like me struggling to breathe. Um, yeah, it's like I feel, yeah, it's like I'm feeling, and I promise you guys, like it only started when I started recording. Like I wasn't doing anything to like be out of breath like this, but I feel like you're going to be on a whirlwind, and it's going to be so much happening, so much good happening, that you're going to have not really have a moment to catch your breath, because you're always it's going to be something happening at every turn. Like every time you look around is something else happening, and it feels very big, like your life is about to become huge when maybe it was like really small before. I'm hearing really, really minuscule. You could have lived a life that felt very minuscule. Maybe you just did the basics, like, went to work, came home, did little things here and there, but nothing really grand. I feel like your life is going from very minuscule to very grand, and it's going to seem like it happened overnight. But yeah, it goes from like you having this little small routine to like all of a sudden having so much to do, so much to look forward to, so much you're involved in, and it all gives like a really good feeling. This is a blessing from the divine. Yeah, I'm getting that it's time. This was always meant for you. These blessings that are about to happen, that's going to feel like a whirlwind, this was always meant for you. But I get that it was all a matter of like when you were going to receive it. So you could have been getting downloads and messages all the while that you were going to have these things happen for you, but it could have been that you have been getting these messages for so long that you started to question whether or not it was actually going to happen. But and you could have been getting these downloads and messages for years, prior to this. So the fact that you have been getting it for so long, it just, you stop being phased by it. It's kind of like, okay, it'll happen when it's going to happen, and now it's happening. I won't even say you were in a doubtful energy before this happened. I get like it was more so like you just released the thought of it, like, okay, it'll happen when it happens, and now it's happening, and you're just like astonished, honestly. You don't even know what to say, because I'm hearing like your phone is ringing off the hook. Like you could have offers coming in, like if you have some sort of career going on, that you could be starting a new career, where you're highly in demand, all of a sudden. Or this could even be a career you've already been in, and maybe you've, been at a standstill in your career, but all of a sudden you're like in demand, or this could be something new. I just get like you have a lot of attention. You're getting like your phone is ringing off the hook. You're getting messages galore. You're getting, a lot of contact, a lot of exposure. People are wanting to reach out to you, wanting to connect with you. I'm also hearing wanting to get to know you. So yeah, this could be like romantic offers coming in for some of you, like left and right. This could be people reaching out to you, wanting to work with you. It's a lot going on. It could be like all of those things at once, to be honest, because I feel like a very chaotic energy. I'm also picking up something about a fashion house. I don't know, I'm hearing Dior. Some of you could actually be working with like a big fashion house. Maybe you're gonna be like a highly sought after model, or maybe you work gonna be working as like with the actual fashion house to help with the designs or the creative direction of the fashion shows, something like that. I'm picking up somebody could actually be involved in like a high-end fashion show in the near future. Yeah, that's a very specific message. Yeah, some of you are joining like a high powered team. So I'm getting like heavy career vibes. Somebody is moving into like the next stage or next level of their career, or they're about to enter into a career where they're going to be in demand, like they're going to be the cream of the crop. Like if this is your introduction to the career, like you could not have had like you couldn't have a better introduction than working with this team. It's like you're going like people would actually have to. I'm hearing bottom rung. So whatever career you're entering into, or like you're kicking it up a notch and moving up it's like you could have even been in this career before where you were like really low on the totem pole, but all of a sudden you shoot up to the top of the totem pole and you miss all the in between steps. Or if you're new to this career, it's like you go straight to the top and you're working with the best of the best. Because what I'm getting is that there are people who are going to be like looking, people who work in the industry but on a lower level, looking at you like, how did that happen? They're going to be doubting that it like you got into this career or made it to that point in a legit way. Like maybe I'm hearing sold your soul. Like some people might even be accusing you of being in the Illuminati or something, because like the way like your rise is just, what do you call it? um Meteoric. I feel like whatever you're doing, I feel like I actually did a reading called Meteoric Rise. I think it was sometime last year that I posted that. I feel like that reading could be resonating for some of you now. Like when you heard the message, it was a future message for you, but now that message applies to now, like what's going on with you now. And this could be more of a addendum to that message, that reading. But yeah, I feel like, people are going to be looking at you like it's going to be some haters. I'm not even going to front. Like, you're going to have haters and people like questioning how you got to where you are, and, accusing you of, selling your soul, being in the Illuminati, all that kind of stuff, because the way you rose to prominence is unheard of. They feel like it's a formula, it's steps, and you like missed all of them and just went straight to the top. Like I said, you're working with a very powerful team. It's like you get invited into a circle that rookies don't usually get invited into, and people are just like they're scratching their heads trying to figure out how you got there. You know, when they've been trying to get there forever. I'm hearing 20 years. Some people have been working for 20 years or something close to that, or maybe even more, trying to get to where you are. So they're going to immediately come up with the excuse in their mind that you must have done something, you know, that you must have sold your soul or joined some sort of, you know, elite secret society to get to where you are, or done something unscrupulous, you know, to be in the position that you are. Yeah, some of you are coming into you're coming into a time when you're about to have so much that you can't even fathom. Some of you are going from I'm hearing living in a little tiny house to living in a mansion. Some of you probably were living in an apartment, you know, a little condo or something like that. I get like you lived in like small quarters, but you're going to be living in a really big house, like a really big estate, like a really big mansion. It's not going to be a estate like a huge, you know, estate for everybody. I'm getting like a really spacious house, at least for most people who resonate with this reading. I get that you're going from living in like a very small, I'm hearing like shoebox apartment. So some of you lived in like an apartment that was could barely qualify as an apartment. It looked like a little closet, and you're about to live in a very spacious house, you know. And I feel like this is all happening this within this year. So yeah, it's like your whole lifestyle is about to change because your whole circle is about to change. You're being invited into the upper echelon of society, and it's all on something you did. Like I said, you could have produced something that people fell in love with, and like they're inviting you to be a part of their team. Like I said, I was picking up a fashion house, like a high-end label. You know, I was picking up Dior as an example. I also get like Saint Laurent. um yeah, I get like somebody could be working with like a really popular fashion house in some way. Like I said, being a model, working on the creative direction team or something like that. But it's like you did something that caught the attention of someone in like a high powered team. And it doesn't have to be fashion. It's just that's what's coming in for me for some reason. The strongest. It could be anything. I just feel like you produce something, you do something, or like I'm hearing you're thrust into the spotlight. However you are thrust into the spotlight, either by you producing something or just being thrust into the spotlight based on something you're involved in, or you know, whatever the case is. I just get that you catch the attention of many eyes, and like the best of the best want to be associated with you. They want to work with you. They want to, you know, invite you into their circle. You know, this could even be like, I'm hearing socialite. So it may not, for some of you, it could be, you know, I'm picking up strongly like career wise, you know, being invited to work with the best of the best. But for others, it's like you're thrust into the spotlight somehow, and like people just take to you. Like they want to have you around. They want to, you know, be friends with you. They want to, you know, like when I was picking up socialite, I was getting like Lori Harvey. So yeah, like it's like all of a sudden you become like the it girl or the it guy, and everyone wants to get to know you and just have you around, inviting you to all their parties, inviting you to their houses, going on vacations. And it's like you're just thrust into this lifestyle that you never saw coming. But through these associations, it's like your life opens up in a very big way. Because even if you are moving into a circle, you know, as just a socialite, I feel like it's going to introduce you to career opportunities, like opportunities to make big money. And yeah, and it's going to lead to like a huge change in like the way you live. I'm hearing what you drive, the way you dress, like everything is going to change for you. The other thing I'm picking up that's very interesting is some people will be thrown into that lifestyle and they lose themselves, like they burn out really quickly. But what I'm picking up very strongly about your energy is that you're going to remain humble throughout. Some people, the people who you're going to be around, they're going to like mention that to you, like you're so humble, like they'll want you, like they'll try to entice you to, brag a little bit, or be a little snobby, and you're just like, nah, it's like I'm good, like they, I don't know, I'm getting somebody might be inviting you to do like drugs. I'm hearing like sniff powder, and you're just like, no, like you have your limit. So I feel like you keep your head throughout this huge shift in your life. But I don't feel like anybody is like going to like snub you for it or make you feel bad about it. It's like they're gonna comment like, oh, you're just so humble, or you're just such a good girl, you're such a good guy, you're just, you're really humble, you're really nice. And they might even, like, you might even inspire these people to be more like you. Like, you come around and they're thinking they're going to influence you to be more like them, but they find themselves like becoming more like you. I don't know why I'm getting the last season of the show You in my head. And like it was a guy in the circle. For those who didn't watch, I don't want to get too much away, but in the last season of You, Joe moves to London, I believe, and he gets into like this very rich, high powered circle. And it's like one guy in the circle who is like a severe drug addict. And um I don't recall the details, but I do recall him like getting clean. And I don't, that was coming to me very strongly. So I feel like he ended up turning to Joe like as an influence or something for him getting clean. So yeah, it's like whoever these people are, you're going to influence them to be better versions of themselves. And I don't feel like it's going to be like you're forcing that on them, like you're just being you. But I feel like you just being you, your energy is inspiring the people around you to be better. So I'm hearing they're going to start to walk a straighter or better path. So yeah, you're definitely going to be I feel like that's the very reason you are um being introduced into these circles. Like, these people think they're inviting you in just to be another one of them, but God put you there because he wants you to be an influence on them, and you are going to be. It's going to be, I'm getting very much a follow the leader energy. So yeah, I feel like they're going to follow your lead. You're going to be a leader within these very high powered circles. Like, millionaires, billionaires are going to look to you. I feel like they're going to be coming to you asking your advice, like following your lead, wanting to be more like you. Like, you're going to be something, maybe like an unofficial spiritual guide to these people, or a counselor of some sort. Because I feel like they're going to come to you a lot and speak to you about like, their past, the things they go through, how they got to where they got, like. And I feel like they're going to really be revealing some really traumatic things to you. And I feel like the you're going to be able to maintain like a sense of, I don't know how to, like, I guess stoicness. That's the closest word I could think of. Like, you're not going to be phased very much by what they're sharing with you. Like, I'm not saying you won't be inside going like, oh crap, like that's crazy. But I don't feel like you're going to react in a way to make them feel bad about things that they have gone through, or that they experience, or that they've done. And that's why they're going to be very comfortable with you. Your reaction to them is always going to be to comfort them and to inspire them to understand that it's not the end for them. Because some of them could feel like, I'm hearing somebody say like, it's over for me, I'm going to hell, and they're just like, they're sad about it, but they just feel like, I've done too much, there's no way I could turn my life around now. But your presence, your guidance helps them to understand that they can always turn their life around. And you're going to inspire a lot of people to start following God. Honestly, that's what I'm getting. Your spirit is so strong. It's like people can't influence you. That's how strong you've become. Maybe in the past you were easily influenced, but right now I'm picking up that your spirit is so strong. Like, you're not phased by any negative energies around you. Like dark energies can't even affect you at all. It's like you're so bright that these dark energies have to like relinquish their quote unquote power to you. Like they have to bow to you. That's how strong your energy is. Like when you just walk into a space, it's like the demons flee, that kind of thing going on. And people don't, and I feel like you don't speak about, the power you possess, but you don't speak about the power you possess. So a lot of people are going to be really like, it's going to be a lot of unsuspecting individuals around. Like they're going, like I said, they're going to invite you in thinking you're going to be another one of them, and then they feel your power and they're just like, they don't even know what's happening to them. They don't know like how your energy is overtaking them, and they may have like very strong emotional reactions to you. Like people may cry, when they're in your presence. They may start to I don't know, like just strongly react in some way to you, but I don't feel like it's anything. They don't have a negative reaction. It's just a very strong emotional reaction because your energy overtakes them in a way that they weren't prepared for. You catch people by surprise with your energy. Yeah, I just keep getting follow the leader, follow the leader. You are going to be a leader in these high powered circles, and these people are about to follow you. They're about to follow you into the light. So you're going to be helping to change a lot of lives, leading a lot of people to God, a lot of people to, I don't know, it's like I'm seeing I feel like you have no idea how much you're about to change the world. I know that's a heavy thing to say and put on somebody as a task, but I feel like that's what you're here to do. You're meant to be here to help change the world in a very big way. And this is why you're going to be placed in these high power circles, because that's how you affect it from the top, affecting these people who in turn influence the lower like tier people, lower tier or lower classes, or like their audience. You influencing them causes them to influence their audience. So it's like that's how you end up changing the world. Like you're only one person. I'm reading for, I don't feel like this is just about one person, literally, but I feel like it's going to be multiple people who resonate with this reading. Not a whole lot, but enough. And I feel like that few, it's like you're going to be few but mighty. And like I said, you're being placed in like these high powered circles, and in some cases even high powered positions, because you're influencing from the top, and that influence is going to trickle down, and that is like you're going to start to see changes, like huge shifts, and like throngs of people, and you're going to know that it's your influence. Like of course it's God's influence, but God is working through you to influence these many people, and you're going to know that it was your presence in this, these high powered people's lives that caused that. Like I'm hearing like music changing, like content changing. Like right now we see a bunch of degeneracy being celebrated, and because it's very popular in society now, like everything that is just like the lowest of frequencies. And I feel like your presence in these high powered circles is going to trickle down and in turn cause like I said, what is being like the output to change, the as far as the frequencies of it. Like the music would be a higher frequency, the social media content would be higher frequency, the movies possibly would be higher frequency, the art. It's just the conversations, what people focused on, what people focus on, what people do. Like I'm getting like families are going to be coming together. It's just going to be a lot of, now do understand, I am getting a little aside here. Do understand, with you bringing all of this light, you are going to be attacked by the enemy. I'm not getting that the enemy will succeed, but do understand that the attacks will come. But I feel like you're going to be well prepared for it. So you don't have anything to fear. But yeah, your light is about to help change the world in a very big way. And you're going to leave an incredible mark on this world, like a huge dent in this earth. So like when you pass, people will still remember you. You're going to be one of those people who people don't have anything negative to say about ever, because even if they wanted to, when they encounter you, it's like you're the kind of person that if it may be a person who doesn't know you, never had any type of personal interaction with you, and they'll just say like, oh, I don't like them, like they just have that, they made up their mind, they don't like you, don't know anything about you, don't know. But it's like that person could have an encounter with you and it changes their minds. Like I feel like that's the kind of person you are. Like you may come off one way when people don't know you because you're very like closed. I feel like you don't open your energy up to everybody. You're very selective in who you share your energy with, who you share your being with. And so people who don't have that interaction with you may just say like, "Oh, I don't like them," and but then they encounter you and it's just like, "Wow, like I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was talking about. That person is amazing." So, yeah, you're going to have that type of influence where people are going to have nothing but great things to say about you. Anybody who had, and it can even be the smallest encounter, they're going to talk about like how they felt in your presence, how nice you were. And I won't even say nice because there are a lot of people who they're very good at pleasantries, but they aren't really genuine people. You're a very genuine person, and I feel like that's going to be what's felt. That's why your energy is so potent, because you're such a genuine person, and I feel like you really genuinely care. When you extend yourself in any way to someone, like you're giving a part of yourself to them. When you're helping them, inspiring them in any way, having any kind of conversation, you allow a piece of you to be shared. And I feel like because your energy is so big, you don't have to worry about like being depleted, because I feel like you keep being regenerated every time you share a piece of yourself. But yeah, that's a very interesting reading. I think that's all I'm channeling at this time. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting anything else. But yeah, I hope that reading was helpful to you. Definitely a very inspiring, beautiful reading. I can say that, you know, myself. Yeah, if you would like to, uh, why am I losing my train of thought? I feel like it's a message in that. I feel like some of you are going to, if you've gone through any struggle prior to reaching this point in your life, I feel like you're going to not really forget it, but it's like you're not going to be hung up on what went wrong in your life in the past. Like, some people they like to revisit the past and everything that went wrong and the ways that people hurt them, and their struggle, like revisit the struggle a lot. I don't feel like you're going to do that, because you understand that everything you went through led you to this place. So you're not going to have anything negative to say about your past either. Yeah, that's what I get. So yeah, I hope the reading was helpful. I am officially done channeling. If you would like to check out your monthly zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year, your love forecast for the rest of the year, you can visit the Vimeo links below to do that. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, link to that information can be found below as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for daily guidance, and I will be back with my readings, lovelies. Bye.